Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Right. This is another process I have, and so right now, what I'm doing is that same message, right? That same. And information, right? We're trying to pass it mem, and I'll show you how I pass it in JavaScript mem. It's tempting. So when I get the alert right now through SIMP, I use something called JSON pass, okay? And that will allow me to pass. Are they sinful and change everything to JSON right now? Right now, the problem we have is that we're trying to get some value for us as a Jesus. I don't think. Right now, the message we've seen is 100% JSON for money because it has all backslashes and all that stuff. Yeah, even we can retrieve the alert ID from that. Okay, I read in a OK expression. If you put that expression, it will return that alert ID. Okay, that's okay. Nice. Okay. Alright, being that expression, just put that and it will lead to the tidy 1sec in the chart. Okay, I put a chart window, copy that. So what do I put the copy in the transform? Is the second transform message the same expression I? Yeah, so close this one. So what's going on here? Why is it showing this way? Let's go back. Yeah. Alright, so somehow there's a problem with the logger. Why is it showing? Red logger is showing up. Okay, now click on the transfer message. The next component, yes. So put that expression. Remove this existing. You know that one, yeah. This thing enter, remove the entire, that, oh yeah, body. I put this to JSON, right? Yes, that JSON, and the body paste the expression. Yeah, okay. So now you're forcing right now again to make it JSON. There's no error, right? What's the problem? So like this, I just want to understand you saying, yeah, get the result information and make it to JSON. Yeah means not whatever the value of that addition. Okay, alright, that's the new acquisition. Okay, alright. So what is going on here? Do you see that we will get a lot ready? But why is he showing red? That is the way put this. One breakpoint. Oh, that's a breakpoint. Yeah, alright, so it's good. So let's save it. Save it and vanish. You know, I thought is error message. You remember, sometimes there's a configuration stuff. When we have some problem, we see a red and I thought that was nothing. So my friend educated me how to navigate this yesterday I tried. After we talked, I tried to do it. I wasn't getting a, you know the part where, and you don't remember that, and the utility that you were using too, and see if can get some data out of the string. Yeah, you know. Debugger from like that. In that case, you need to run in a debug mode. Okay, not in the run mode. Answer this and start in a debug mode. You can stop this one by clicking the red button. Yeah, with that one and start right click. Start in debug mode. Yes, I click on the start debug in a second to choose that one. So we get this. So yes, now we get the different way. Okay, yeah. So what's next? How do you navigate that? It will tends to debug mode. Just wait for a moment. One moment. Let me. So right now it's waiting 30 seconds to run. After 30 seconds, these are more. Okay, not give up more this one. Will you click there? Okay, now. Yes, so where we are right now, it's on some. The logger does whatever. The highlighter is where he's at right now. Exactly. The logger is going to execute it, not an executor. It's going to execute. So what do we see now? And under message and first transformer, there's empty, right? Yeah, so that means that that's what the transformer sees right now. Yeah, even that simply does. As that is empty, we can't able to fetch the alert ID. It is empty. Hold on a second. So what I will do is I'll create a one. Call. We just get a couple of them. It's close. One of them save it. So we should see one right away, not still. It is, so we got one right. So how do you go back? Okay, what is that next? Now the payload is this one. This is the actual alert ID, right? Yeah, and 133293. That's right. So I have a good. So now, brother, back up. All right. So if I wanna, go one at a time and see what each one has, what do I do? Go here. Resume the click on the resume. So after 30 seconds. Okay, but it started the logger. I want to go that for someone like that requester. The first request, then you need to put breakpoint over here. Okay? Okay, so right now that breakpoint. Yeah, okay, twist, boom like this, next step. Go back, next step now. So now what do you see? Yeah, no, yeah, this the request not executed. It's going to exclude now. So in 30 seconds step, then this request got executed and returned this one, right? We got this response. Okay, hold on. So when you are right now first transformer, when you cook test for first transformer, you will see that the request information. Yeah, here just we are transforming the content which is coming from these. You know what is this from service, right? Yeah, that's one to JSON format right now. This is not a proper JSON form. Yeah, I'm so JSON format once you executed this. Transform is a component. Let's see. Now we can able to see the payload in a proper JSON format, right? So on the format, we will need to pass the additional info only. We don't require other fields. Okay, yeah, here in the next transform message, I write a script that will extract the alert ID from the additional info. Yeah, okay. So first what we are doing is we transform the additional for string, additional basically to the string. So that's going to JSON and we extracting the alert ID. That's the code. You are here. If you click on that one, you can see I'm transforming the additional info to the JSON. Right, JSON? I mean, I can extract the alert ID from this field. Okay, did you? Okay, can you go? You didn't create a key here, right? You just doing that. So you know, in a JSON you have a key and value, right? Yeah, so I did see that you only grabbing the name. The number, yeah, okay, but we can still create a key, right? Like in this script, stream. Yeah, we will access a value with the help of key, right? Just I'm keep on your 30 seconds, right? So it's keep on executing, right? Okay, now we are able to extract the alert ID, right? Nice. Yes. Then what we do is we update the database with the using of this alert ID, right? What I'm checking is that what Alice information that we also need to grab it from. Okay. Check it out. And yeah, so we get the other ID. So you know this stuff more than I do. But when we do an A and when we're doing a clear or you know updating a field in the database, it's good to create a good condition, right? So that you don't touch other stuff. Okay, right? Yeah, so like a workware clouds. So I'm looking for, I want to see what cool. All right. So right now, if I query it here, if I query this active alerts, we should see that number that we're dealing with. I think it's this one. And 23,920 is it right? 929, 133, 289. You know, no, see, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm seeing a different one. Okay. So you can run again and you can see. Okay. So when we run, okay, run the flow again and we can able to see. So 13293, this is the one. Okay. So when we run, sometimes you're gonna say something like this, right? Where other ID is this. But what else? I'm wondering what else can we grab in the alert that we say that, delete this thing where this one is equal and something, another condition that so that we only deleting that one. I'm just checking. Can we grab an alert object ID? Well, they have to pass that thing, okay. So, alright. I think this is good. It's a test. So, alright. So now this piece is done and yeah, now we get this piece done. Alright, that's nice. So clear here. So what's our next piece? I just want to okay. So this one we said I just want to say how we configure this. This one we only say 30 seconds. There's no magic there. Here we said this is a word of configuration. Actually we did, and this is we put this the host name, the base, that's it for here, and then and after that we did the path exactly, and we did couple primers here. We did that. We did this, okay. So we'll talk about and the numbers later. No, big deal, okay. And so then that's how you put the request, right? Yeah, and after a quest being saying just grab whatever request it gets, right? Yeah, when we get that, we put that in a log. So at that time, it's normal. It's whatever that we get back from the request. Yeah, now we're saying transform that whatever. We get into JSON and grab the other ID. Correct? Adam, you're right. So now we have other ID. Do we need to put a variable or something so that we don't lose that number to use it for the next thing? What you can do is, and the best thing is, yeah, what you said is also right. Well, what I mean. What's the best practice? What's best in? Yes, it's better to store in a variable because payload is keep on changing. Yeah, so if you put in a variable, so it is available throughout the flow. Yeah, so I learn ID. You then I already. So we are creating a variable, not in a payload, so that this other type is stored inside this alerted variable. Now, if you want to print that one, you need to print where's daughter. Look at what a trip is it. Yeah, nice. Next step is we can add some database, the delete connections. Yeah, alright. So can we which save and run this? Or you could run and check it is coming from the variable or not. Just for, okay, do we need to do? I don't have to do a bugger here. Yeah, you can run directly. Run. I want to see the bug. So I really want to be good at this, where I can debug things. So I want to walk through what each one is doing this time. So I'll wait the pop-up right after 30 seconds. Yes, we okay. We get this then so. We're waiting the 30 seconds now, right? Yeah, it's not. Anything can mean it is not restarted. It's not a deployed. It was that it's not a deployed in the console, right? We need to get the confirmation it is deployed. So application is not yet deployed. Yeah, not yet. Okay, alright, that's right. Yes, run first. Now it's deployed. So now we're on the request. I want to see what's the payload now. Is empty? No. Okay, got this. Now we get that thing and now we transform that. Now in the variables, we have one variable alert ID. Yeah, you got it right. Okay, cool. You can see that one, the statement, okay. Now you can write the insert command. You're not in, just keep on running your academy. Okay, alright. So we have to create a connector, another. Yeah, so our question, and is it better to just build it one flow, or it's better to go a sub flow? What do you call that? Yeah, you better go for subflow. Actually, subflow, a flow. Coming to application architecture also, right? Okay, let me discuss about the application architecture in a moment. Yeah, see and delete. That's fine, you can delete them. See, you have to develop one system API. Yeah, and to another system API that interacts with one process API was this is scheduled process API, not system. If it is scheduled process API, so this will call system API. I call this as applications, 3 APIs. Okay, one system API will get the alert ID. Another system API will post to SolarWind databases, and one process scheduled process API. That will call the first one and up to the second one, right? So if you develop 3 independent applications, right? But this requirement is quite simple. Okay, the scope of your entire requirement. If this requirement is only this much simple, go for one application that will grab the alert ID and updates the SolarWinds database, okay? But you want to extend your application to so many functionalities, okay? So many functionalities in the, not only grabbing the alert ID from the from service. Now you need to do, so many operations, right? That scope is large. It's better to go for 3 system to system APIs and 1 process API. Okay, so that is that. The disadvantage by going with 3 applications is tomorrow. If you want to deploy your application to the cloud, you need 3 different workers. Okay, 1 worker will deploy 1 system, API and 3 workers for each worker. There is some budgeting limitations are there. Won't give us as many vCores as we want. Okay, there are budgeting constraints, but this simple applications they also want. Okay, develop one single application and deploy. We don't give 3 vCores, 2.3. Okay, so that is the disadvantage going with the 3 separate APIs. Okay, what to 3 separate APIs? The scope is large. The scope is, we are doing it with so many, inside deletes and all these applications. In that case, it's better to go develop 3 different APIs. Okay, yeah. Then you tell me you want to go with the 3 APIs or you want to go for one single application. I think based on what we're doing, I think it makes sense to do one, but you will know what the best practices are, right? So the reason you're saying that it's good, maybe it's good to go 3 if there is no resource issue, right? Yes, exactly. But for simple kind of things, we go for 1. For each application has so many things to do, then we develop each as a separate API system. API? Yeah. But how about if each one only one task to do, like here for example? Like, yeah. So I have a question. Yeah, later on, home on this one, If we need to get a letter ID and sometimes another field, we can still use a one application. Exactly so. So there's no, we're not saying that. And if it's only doing one task and we could do one, but if it's doing more, mother, so we can still, it can still get 1 or 2 or 3 fields right from so, and that should not cause any issue there. So in your situation, like if the resource is not an issue, what would you recommend? So I recommend that to go with the 3 different APIs. The reason is to make your service API more usable. And since not only this scenario, tomorrow you got some new requirement saying that as well, have the alert IDs and you to do some other things. Yeah, and better use that API to get the alert IDs, right? So for different kinds of requirements, we can make use these 2 system APIs, right? Not only for this requirement, you can make use. That depends upon, your requirement, your business requirements. You get different kinds of requirements to interact with the service. No, and SolarWinds. In that case, you better to have 2 separate system APIs, one for service, one for SolarWinds, and you can use according to your requirement, right? So let me sure understand that, yeah, you saying that by having 2 different and like 3 different or might be an application. So right now I'm going after other ID. So next time, if I have a need to go after, say that, for example, like location information in service. Now, yeah, maybe different, might be different table. Exactly. Yeah, I can still use this. Exactly, yeah. So I really like the idea. Another thing right now, there is a resource issue. But I just want to learn how to build things right and well. It may be extend. I got different requirement from service. No one need to operate different database in SolarWinds depends. You know that requirements may grow further and you need to accomplish all those kinds of tasks also. In that case, better to have separate APIs for service, no, and separate API for SolarWinds so that you can better use those system APIs for different kinds of activities. Okay, yeah, and so right now, let's just hypothetical. We make this one application exactly. Yeah, I'm going for and then I have another need a week. From now, that same thing, but it's going different table and this time it's not deleting, but it's gonna update and fail in the database in SolarWind. So what's wrong with creating another small application that does that? But the past price you're saying is too good. It's good to leverage existing and so say that. If you have my understanding, is that you saying if you create API to two systems, right? Yeah, and set up in a way that you can reuse that API for all other reasons you might for this between these two systems. Is that actually wonderful? Adam, your Jim. Yeah. So I love to. You know, now that I have two things in my I'm thinking about. I think it's good to learn both, and we can. We can finish this by just one application, but maybe the weekend we can create a three. Yeah, right now, it's no rush when this is a test environment. So I love to learn both but let's do one right now because it's simple to do it and but the weekend I think we can. We can create three different applications, like you said. Yeah, wonderful. Now just to grab we finish this one, we can see the flow. All right, I think. The other thing, we didn't separate a separate application, right? I think in some application yesterday or day before, we updated this one database, right? No, we tested, we only tested that. If we can get to the database, that's what we only tested that we can get to the database the credential stuff. Okay, in which every day, any idea testing up. We did. No, I think we did that would. I think we do through a studio, not one of those we didn't do. We didn't use a studio to connect to the database. Yeah. Application. Okay, no, we didn't do it. We need to create a connector. We did it right. Yeah, we're gonna have database delete. But I thought first you have to connect. Is it yes? Yes. Somewhere we tested our connection to be. Yeah. I want to see that application where we tested our connection. Yeah, we didn't create a connection in here. So I have a question. So right now, before we do a delete, can we do a select and get the ID and get the I that I already in the table from the table? Okay, before we make the delete and then put select on this and check it. Okay then. I think we did. We test this, do we? What is the host name? Any idea what the host name? That the one. Yeah. And this one was MSS School Engine, was it? MS equals server msc. Let me see the instance name. Okay, one moment. I think we did this. I don't know where we did once. I'll tell you. I'm just your server and it is a mess. Is pure server. Yeah, I think that's what it was, right. But the space is not there between my message period server. It's one word, 1 second. I want to see chicken and chicken to use the ID and password, and I think I know it, but I want to double check. Okay, so I get it. So it's called one write down. So Seva and DP Ansgar SVC and this one's was 1433 username. We call it an solo in database, MSS square SVC, and the password we still, and the database is SolarWinds Orion successful. Yeah, alright. Right, a Korean. Okay, let's start from the table name. Actually, I have here. So this is not the right colon. Dot, that's it. Then we create it, then we do a log, right? Which is a lot you can transform the message. That's fine. Put logger and print the payload, okay. So I have a question. So normally when you do a selector in garbage, do you do transform? You do what? Look in your case exactly. So which one do you do? We will. I like to transform the message to JSON. Yeah, let's do that. The data or else it is from Java format, right? So it's not. It is a job object, okay? No, so payload. You want to debug or you want to put log? You want debug, There is no log is not required. Yeah, I just want to see if we can see the output, what the selected segment is. We close this thing in your friend. So you actually will put in a separate both. But as of now, we're continuing the same flow, but best practice to put in some flow. What you said is right, payload, that's it. So what do we say? Transform. We didn't put anything right. Configure that transform. Yeah, we just do nothing. Just payload, okay? No running. You can able to see the alert information for that from the. Yeah, so I see it there. That is not required. Actually, first you put the breakpoint, right? We can move the control. Will stop that, the first breakpoint. So from there onward and move step by step. Oh, is that right? You only need to do one. Yeah, it. First of all, we do. Yeah, okay, so let's save it. Oh, I want to stop this. I didn't do. This thing on the back you're doing debug, right? You're going one at a time. It's not going all the way. One time is it will stop from here. Yeah, I'll stop here and it's waiting you to go next. Yeah, go over there and you can see here, right? So you can press F6 in our keyboard or we can see it's not at active. You can see my cursor, right? This button. Yeah, that is also stepwise debug. You can press F6 or you can put that. So you have multiple breakpoint defined in your flow. You want to navigate from breakpoint to breakpoint directly, then you can all resume. Okay, you have breakpoint over here. Request a breakpoint and log a write. Alright, so right now it's in here and the payload. Right now it's empty. Empty. Yeah, what does that mean? It couldn't find the data. See, the scheduler just schedules and this is not an executor, not executed. If this is the data, right? Yeah, so right now it hasn't executed yet. Yeah, therefore we're waiting the 30 seconds exactly. Okay, now just I'm executing this request component by this one by pressing F6. So this is okay. You want to do this. You do this so that it can execute the schedule. Yes, scheduling automatically execute for your 30 seconds. Okay, then what 30 seconds? Very good, execute and control. We will put as we put a breakpoint over here. The control over here we need to. These are our responsibility to execute these components as of now. Okay, then I'm sure, yeah. Then you. So right now we don't know yet if the schedule ran, did it? Yeah, we know because it is scheduled for every 30 seconds. Yeah, the first scheduler is run now. Next are in the queue. Actually, if you exclude this one, automatically the next one will come over here. Okay, so what? So go next. Here is that F6, yeah, or now we have some data, yeah, go ahead. So now we're saying that we get the request was made, yeah, response. And we get this message, exactly, we got the response from this service, no good. So now we're transforming this. Into JSON, yeah. because it has this JSON format. Now we are grabbing. Now we're grabbing the ID, right? I could go back. Can I hear? No, no, no. I cannot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, we get the other ID. Okay, yeah. And after that, we're making a select statement. After select statement, from look at this database, we got the database information over this one. This, we need to check this one database payload. This is the database. Okay, so this is the somebody called some different Java format. Yeah, that's all the columns actually. Let's go back there. So this is all the columns in the table, but we're looking for this exactly. Yeah, because we say select all, we said so. I selected everything, and after that we created in a variable called other ID. Is it before itself right after grabbing the alert ID from the service now? So that variable now just we transform to JSON. So now this data is right. The payloads, if see the payload is the payload. If you go the payload in some hash map, this is called Java format. Okay, so if it is Java format, we can't see it in the browser or we can't see that clearly. So to see the message clearly, we're transforming to JSON. So yeah, oh, I see. So that now we can see this JSON format, right? No, this is understand, right? So this is a really good point. So you're saying when we did the select, okay, we get in Java format. Yeah. Basically database returns in Java format. Yeah. And then we converted that Java to JSON as an example, a payload. Yeah, that's why we can see this. Yeah. Okay, next we need to put that and we need to delete that record from the alert. So now, okay, here we get the what we get, here we get the everything. Yeah, about the alert. Okay, now that we have a select. So is there a way to say, for example, if the other it here matches? Whatever the variable we have, then do delete. But actually we retrieve the alert based on that. I know I'm one of those people, like, do I? I want to make sure that we don't. You can do maybe that's quite possible. We can check and we can delete. Is that like, because I don't know, I think 100% we know that but somehow we have to we have to check it. The stuff that you have is the right information before you do a delete. So I think that would be really nice to say. If those two are matching, yeah. So how can we do that? So if you want that, what you do is you put some another variable, maybe, I don't know. But condition choice, yeah, I like that here in the branch, like expression. Not so you need to payload dot expression. Payload dot actual ID is equal to vast data letter. You need to put that right expression on. Click on this button. Adam, I'm not able to click on the X button. I'm not able to click on the expression X button down in the property section. Let me control one moment. You're lost. This is really a great work, honestly. I see really good. Load dot. What's one act 2 on that object ID, right? No, it's different alert. Go back. It's called the alert and active ID. Which one alert? Yeah, the first one, yeah. Yes, where is right? You say yes. This is not able to remove this. Where's dot type? Where's dot alert 8? Yeah. The alert 8. That's it. It will check that one. Yeah, that satisfies. Delete over here. And if not, put some logger like a right in that case. If this condition satisfies, what we can do, database put database delete over here, or is in the default put some logger, so that some work. Statement matching is not here. Database delete. Select the same configuration, because so I have a question, so then all right, go ahead. Yeah, right, the delete command, delete from. Yeah, I got it. I have it here. And let's come here. There we say an alert 8 or column. I will say come here. I say you did this. Yeah. Delete from the wallet 8. Is this okay? This okay? I don't know how. Directly can put like this, right? I don't know. I also want to put like this. Anyway, it's working right. Yeah, to alert 8 is equal to alert 8. Yeah, that's right then. And this time, hold on. So I have a question. This is okay, but that's the other 8. So, here when we did, and do we create a variable here? Why variable? No, right here. I know that we create a 1, we create other it here. Did we and do we? So like I want to go back. I want to see this, there's a 2, okay. Oh, that's a lot of it. So we don't have. Okay, good, alright, that's good. I think this will work. Yeah, alright, so we come here. We come here and we can restart the application so that we can able to. Yeah, so we did that. This is good. This is done, right? Yeah. So on the log here, what is that we're trying to do? Other traders are not matching some statement. So maybe let's do this. And are it. How do you do concurrent animations? Like if you want to concurrent, you should not use it like this. No string format, text format, and just put this in a like this. Then after that you do plus. Yeah, no, please, not just whatever you want. So save it and run it. What is the current execution? What is that? Go to console and stop the current execution. Oh, there was going on. Yeah, now let's clear this. Yeah, yes, thanks. Yeah. Debug. Yeah, whatever you debug on both of them. Yeah. This is cool. So we're waiting that 30 seconds. I think it's not deployed. It's still in the process of deployment. Oh, it's processed. Okay, I see the console. Now it did and now it can know. So now we're gonna go F6. We get the message. We're gonna transform that. We get two transform messages next to each other. I don't know why. Maybe we should put a logger there. One is for grabbing the this one alert ID from that one. One is for transferring to JSON. Yeah, got it. And so now we got alert ID 3297293. Right, 133293. Okay. And now we are gonna log it. Now we're doing select statement. This is the interesting one. So payload in Java format, but somehow we get, that's the. So this alert ID was wherever that was here, right? That's one. Yeah, that's one only. The old one only. Okay, so now we have Java. So we logged it. How Java get? So talk to me here. So now we are here choice here. Will let us go. Yeah, execute that one. You can go to the first path. Why are you going to default? It's strange. 1 second. And let's run one more time. Three. I think I might know what's going on. Let me check. I think we need to do the DP also. Because we got this thing right. See, that's not a problem. Okay, well, let me check. Oh, we have a toollet ID. That's similar. Alert at active alert ID, right? Active alert ID. Yeah, that is active alert, this integer actually. Here this string, right? Okay, might be the reason we need to put the condition like this. It's not equally similar. Put the similar, not an equal one, okay? Because one is string and one is number. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. That's the mismatch. Therefore, this is not satisfying. It's going to default branch. Can I make it number? I think this will work out as well. I think when we create a variable, maybe we make it an integer. Yeah, that also we can do. These are all being excluded. You're also going to do that. I'm not seeing. This is not. Alert fast alert ID is this one. And similar also, right? Why? Payload alerted. Let me see. This is coming as an array. Okay, in that case you need to put like this. Okay, that's the reason. Save it. Yeah, this one. No, I don't know. Checking the database. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So it's gone. Click. What was the number? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, what is that? That's number. Right. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I got to go. I got to some important work. Alright. So one more thing. One quick question. Yes, so this I cannot go back and see what is in here. Right, can I? Yeah, no. Once you come forward, there is no way to go back. You need to rerun it again. So right now, then it's not going to find anything. Yeah. So in the next following sessions, I will give the architecture, API design, API development and system. That we can do that, okay? And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.